Okay, picture this, it's a Tuesday, 11 p.m. You're scrolling, minding your own business, when bam. A limited edition hoodie pops up. It's glorious. It's perfect. Your finger hovers over add to cart. But then you see it, for interest-free payments of $25. Interest-free. It's like magic internet money, right? It feels harmless. Just a tiny, insignificant commitment. And that, my friends, is exactly where the illusion begins. Because I'm here to tell you, I fell for it. And I wish someone had told me sooner just how good harmless can feel, until it really isn't. Let me introduce you to Sarah. Not her real name, but her story? Oh, it's real. Sarah loved a good deal and a good trend. Her Instagram feed was basically her shopping list. She saw buy now, pay later pop up everywhere, fashion sites, tech gadgets, even groceries. It seemed like everyone was using it, almost like a secret club for savvy shoppers. Her first thought? Oh, this is brilliant. I can finally get that designer dupe bag without blowing my whole paycheck in one go. It wasn't about being in debt, it was about smart budgeting. Or so she thought. Sarah's first BNPL purchase was a pair of those ridiculously comfortable, yet stylish, chunky sneakers. Total cost, $120. 4 payments of $30. No biggie, she thought, I'll just pay $30 every 2 weeks. It's practically free money. This is myth number 1, the free money myth. It feels like you're getting something for nothing. No interest, no fees, if you pay on time. It's pitched as a convenience, a budgeting tool to spread out costs, not a loan. It's frictionless, instant gratification, and the brain loves instant gratification. Who wouldn't want those sneakers right now? That first success, those sweet sneakers, opened the floodgates. Sarah started seeing BNPL everywhere. A new skincare set? 4 payments. A concert ticket? 4 payments. Suddenly, every online shopping spree had a convenient spread the cost option. Each individual purchase felt small, manageable, almost like just another bill. And because the approvals are so quick, sometimes even faster than digging out your credit card, it became the default option. Her brain was just going, swipe. Or, tap. Who cares, it's not real money, right? Oh, pass Sarah, you sweet summer child. This brings us to myth number 2, small payments don't add up. Sarah had 4 payments of $30 for the sneakers, then another 4 of $20 for the skincare, then 4 of $50 for the concert. Individually, those numbers are tiny. Totally harmless, right? The problem is, they start overlapping. Suddenly, she wasn't just paying $30 every 2 weeks. She was paying $30 plus $20 plus $50. That's $100 every 2 weeks, just for her impulse buys. She started to feel a subtle tightening, a faint whisper of panic, every time a new payment due notification popped up. Sarah started feeling like she was on a financial treadmill. Every payday, a significant chunk of her earnings was immediately earmarked for BNPL payments she'd forgotten she'd even signed up for. The thrill of the purchase was long gone, replaced by a dull ache of obligation. She'd get paid, payments would go out, and she'd wonder where her money actually went. It was a constant cycle, like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in the bottom. The initial convenience had morphed into a demanding, relentless schedule of payments. Here's a hidden truth that absolutely blindsided Sarah, and probably you too. Not all BNPL providers report to major credit bureaus for positive payments. But many absolutely will report negative payments. That means if you pay on time, it might not boost your credit. But if you miss a payment? Ouch. Big ouch. It can ding your credit score, making it harder to get a loan, a mortgage, or even rent an apartment later. Sarah thought BNPL was safer than a credit card because it wouldn't impact her credit. Nope. This is where Harmless gets seriously spicy. So, what happens when those overlapping payments become too much? Sarah found out. She missed a payment. Just one. She swore she'd set a reminder, but life happened, you know? And bam. A late fee. Then another. And another. These fees, while often smaller than credit card late fees, accumulate rapidly when you have multiple plans running. It's like a financial hydra: cut off one payment, and two late fees grow in its place. The interest-free promise feels like a distant memory when you're suddenly paying fees on fees on fees. It's designed to feel minor, but it's a trapdoor. Sarah, like many, thought BNPL was a genius workaround for credit cards. No high interest rates. Easy payments. She even thought it was responsible to use BNPL over a credit card for larger purchases. This is myth number 3. BNPL is always better than a credit card. While it's true there's often no interest on the principal, the fees, the credit score impact, and the sheer number of overlapping obligations can make it far more insidious. A credit card, used responsibly, can actually build good credit. BNPL can feel like a financial black hole with cute branding. The moment everything clicked for Sarah was brutal. She was trying to save for a small deposit on an apartment, something she really needed. She applied for a small personal loan, confident her finances were fine. Rejected. Why? Her credit score was dinged from missed BNPL payments she barely remembered. That's when it hit her: the harmless little payments weren't harmless at all. They were a silent, stealthy attacker on her financial future. The convenience had cost her real-world opportunities. The cute branding peeled away, revealing the sharp edges beneath. One of the biggest psychological tricks BNPL plays on us is making small indulgences feel totally justified. That $15 coffee subscription? It's just 4 payments of $3.75. I deserve it. The new plant for your desk? Another 4 payments of $5. Budget friendly. These aren't big, scary purchases. They're exactly the kind of little treats we tell ourselves we've earned. But when you string 5, 10, 20 of these little treats together, suddenly your treat-yourself budget looks less like a spa day and more like a financial horror movie. It exploits our desire for instant rewards. Many people, including Sarah, genuinely believe BNPL is a budgeting tool. I can spread out my costs and manage my cash flow better, they say. Sounds logical, right? Wrong. True budgeting is about knowing exactly what money you have, what's going out, and making conscious decisions. BNPL often encourages the opposite: impulse spending without truly considering the long-term impact on your overall budget. It's like putting a band-aid on a gushing wound. It might feel like you're in control, but you're actually just pushing the problem down the road, and often multiplying it. Let's be real, BNPL companies are brilliant marketers. Their ads feature happy, smiling people getting what they want, right now, with zero stress. They emphasize interest-free, flexibility, and easy payments. They never show the person frantically checking their bank account balance, or the payment overdue notifications. They sell a dream, a lifestyle where financial constraints magically disappear. It's all about creating that feeling of accessibility and breaking down psychological barriers to spending. And they do it really, really well. Here's a fun little game. Try to count how many active BNPL accounts you have right now. Go on, I'll wait. Most people use multiple providers: Afterpay, Klarna, Affirm, Zip, PayPal Pay in 4, and the list goes on. Each one feels like a separate, isolated transaction. But collectively, they create a web of obligations. It's the fragmented nature of BNPL that makes it so hard to track. You don't see one big debt number, you see tiny, disparate payments scattered across different apps and dates. This fragmentation is by design, making it feel less like debt and more like, well, nothing much at all. BNPL creates a massive psychological disconnect from real money. When you click Pay in 4, it doesn't feel like you're spending $100. It feels like you're spending $25. Your brain processes the smaller number. It's similar to how casinos use chips instead of cash, it lowers the emotional barrier to spending. You're not handing over hard-earned cash, you're just clicking a button. This detachment makes it incredibly easy to overspend without realizing the true impact on your bank balance. It's a trick as old as time, just digitized. BNPL isn't just a friend to consumers, it's a best friend to retailers. Seriously, it's like their secret weapon. Studies show that offering BNPL significantly increases average order value and reduces cart abandonment. Shoppers are more likely to buy more expensive items, or add extra items to their cart, because the sticker shock is instantly diffused into smaller, digestible payments. Retailers love it because it makes you spend more. It's pure genius for them, pure temptation for us. It's not just a payment option, it's a sales driver. Let's be honest, who hasn't been there? You buy something, use BNPL, and then completely forget about the payments until a notification pops up. That's the "oops, I forgot" syndrome, and it's practically built into the BNPL model. With so many small, staggered payments for different items across various platforms, it's incredibly easy to lose track. Unlike a single credit card statement, there's no central overview of all your BNPL debt. This scattered nature makes remembering payments a part-time job, and missing one is often just a symptom of the system working as intended for them. Here's another reason BNPL feels so harmless: it doesn't feel like a loan. Loans are serious. They involve applications, credit checks, interest rates, and scary paperwork. BNPL? It's just a click. No big fuss. That lack of perceived formality makes us drop our guard. We don't scrutinize the terms and conditions the way we would with a traditional loan. It's packaged as a convenient payment method, not a debt vehicle. But make no mistake, it is absolutely a form of credit, and it comes with all the potential pitfalls, just cleverly disguised. Sarah found herself sliding down the slippery slope of just one more top, one more gadget, one more ticket. Each time, the rationalization was easy: it's only $X a month, I can totally swing that. But the cumulative effect was like trying to walk up a greasy hill. Every new BNPL commitment made it harder to maintain her balance. It's an easy trap because the brain is wired to focus on the immediate reward and downplay future consequences. That new thing feels good now. The payment? Future you's problem. And future you is really starting to hate past you. Before BNPL, Sarah was actually pretty good about saving a little each month. But as her BNPL payments spiraled, her savings account started looking like a desert. That money that used to go into her emergency fund or vacation planning was now disappearing into a black hole of previous purchases. The harmless little payments weren't just harmless, they were actively eroding her financial stability. It's easy to dismiss these payments as just spending, but they're taking away from your future, one small, digestible chunk at a time. Remember that stress Sarah felt? It wasn't just about the money. It was the mental load. Trying to remember which payment was due when, on which app, for which item. It was like juggling flaming chainsaws while trying to remember your grandmother's birthday. The mental energy expended just to manage these convenient payments can be immense. This stress often leads to missed payments, which then leads to fees, which then leads to more stress. It's a vicious cycle that BNPL makes incredibly easy to fall into. One giant red flag that BNPL felt harmless was how easy it was to get approved. No detailed credit checks, no income verification, sometimes just a name and email. Compared to a credit card application, it felt like getting candy from a baby. This ease of access is a double-edged sword. It offers convenience but also removes the traditional financial gatekeepers that might stop someone from overextending themselves. If it's too easy to get, maybe you should ask why. Spoiler alert, it's not because they love you, it's because they love your money. Have you noticed how everyone around you seems to be using BNPL? Your friends are casually mentioning how they afterpayed their new outfit. Your favorite influencers are promoting it. There's a subtle, almost invisible, peer pressure that makes it seem like the smart or normal thing to do. If everyone else is doing it, it can't be that bad, right? This social proof reinforces the idea that it's harmless, even savvy. But remember, just because everyone's jumping off a cliff, doesn't mean you should too. Especially if that cliff leads to financial quicksand. What happens if you suddenly lose your job, or have an unexpected medical expense? Life happens. And when it does, those harmless BNPL payments become anything but. Unlike traditional loans or credit cards where you might have options for hardship programs, BNPL providers can be far less flexible. You're often stuck with fixed repayment schedules, and the fees for missed payments can stack up even faster. Sarah realized this when her car broke down and she had no emergency fund, thanks to all her harmless purchases. She was financially locked in. So, what do I wish I knew sooner? I wish I knew that the true cost of buy now, pay later isn't just the purchase price. It's the cost to your peace of mind, your credit score, your future financial flexibility, and your savings. It's the invisible erosion of your financial freedom, disguised as convenience. I wish I knew that interest-free is often a Trojan horse for a mountain of fees, stress, and missed opportunities. The harmless feeling is the most dangerous part, because it prevents us from seeing the real damage until it's too late. Alright, so how do you spot the red flags before you're knee-deep in BNPL quicksand? First, if an offer feels too good to be true, it probably is. Second, if you wouldn't buy it outright with money you actually have right now, don't BNPL it. Third, be wary of the instant gratification push, that urgency to buy before it's gone. Fourth, always read the terms and conditions, especially the late fee clauses. Don't let the smiling emojis and flexible language fool you. Your money, your rules. Before you hit pay in 4 or slice it up, run through this quick mental checklist. Is this an essential purchase or an impulse buy? Can I genuinely afford the full price right now, without BNPL? Have I checked my current BNPL obligations across all providers? Do I have a solid plan to make every single payment on time? If you hesitate on any of these, then maybe, just maybe, it's not as harmless as it feels. Taking a moment to think can save you a whole lot of future headaches, stress, and financial pain. So, what should you do instead of falling for the BNPL trap? Simple, save up for it. Seriously, if you want something, set a goal and save the money. It teaches patience, financial discipline, and ensures you actually own it, debt-free. Another option? A low-interest credit card, used responsibly and paid off in full every month. This builds credit and avoids interest. Or, consider a debit card. You can't spend money you don't have. Radical, I know. These aren't as flashy as buy now, pay later, but they're infinitely safer and better for your long-term wealth. In a world that constantly pushes instant gratification, practicing delayed gratification is your superpower. Instead of clicking buy now, pay later for that thing you need right now, take a breath. Put it in your cart, walk away for 24 hours. If you still want it, and you can truly afford it without borrowing, then great. But often, that initial impulse fades. Delayed gratification builds financial muscle, teaches you self-control, and empowers you to make conscious spending decisions, rather than letting the algorithms decide for you. Your future self will thank you. Don't become another statistic in the BNPL debt trap. Millions of people, just like Sarah, find themselves caught in the cycle, believing it was a harmless shortcut to getting what they wanted. But shortcuts often come with hidden detours and unexpected tolls. Your financial well-being is too important to leave to chance, or to the slick marketing of companies that profit from your impulse. Be informed, be aware, and empower yourself with knowledge. Because harmless can be the most dangerous word in your financial vocabulary. The core of this video isn't just what BNPL is, but why it feels so harmless. It's because it cleverly taps into our psychological vulnerabilities, the desire for instant gratification, the illusion of control through small payments, the disconnect from real money, and the power of social proof. It's designed to bypass our rational decision-making and appeal directly to our impulses. Once you understand these underlying psychological levers, you can arm yourself against them. Knowledge truly is power when it comes to your money. Think of this video as your new financial shield. The next time you see that Pay in 4 option, you'll have an internal alarm bell ringing. You'll remember Sarah, the credit score ding, the late fees, the mounting stress. You'll remember that Harmless is a trap. Use this knowledge to protect your peace of mind, your credit, and your future. You have the power to make smart choices, not just easy ones. So go forth, my financially savvy friends, and conquer those impulse buys with confidence.